Hello everybody, this is Sonia. Now I'm here today on at a different angle. Isn't this cool? Isn't it? See what I'm doing? Okay. Now I've done a little bit more to my caravan, only a small amount, because I did. I've got a lot of other things to do. Plus, I had to go out this morning, and it is really hot outside. So I've come on here now today to show you the parts that I have worked on and how to do them. Now I've done the wheel and I've done the little curtains, which you can't really see because they're hanging back down in there, but there's the little curtains. So I want to show you how I did that. I've put bits of trim on, and now let's rewind a bit, eh? First of all, when I gessoed the inside, I put a piece of this really solid chipboard, like this one here that I was using, in the bottom. Okay, so that means that the bottom is now really good. Like when I was doing it at first, I just had the plain piece of file folder in there, but now I put the piece of chipboard as well. Okay, I've also put a piece up there, and I gave it a little bit of a bend so it would curve up a bit for the lid part. Now I know I thought I was going to leave this as a skylight, but I've changed my mind, and that's going to happen all the way I'm going through here with this, I'm sure. But anyway, I'm really pleased with my wheel and my curtain. So on the other side now, I'm going to show you how I made those. I'm sure everybody, well, people might know, but others may not. So I've got the piece of chipboard, and I covered it with paper because I didn't want to just leave it all plain or just put gesso on it. Now, it's probably not as round as what I'd like it to be, but I'll give it a little bit of a buffy thing when I find that thing there. Okay, so yes, well, I've been out today and I had my fingernails done. I hadn't had them done for a very long time, but I had them done exactly the same as what I did last time I was there, which was years ago. Not years, last year, maybe. Yeah, so I got them done today, and oh dear, my daughter gave me a voucher, right? And the fella said, oh, it's going to cost you another $5, like $2.50 a fingernail, to have these spots put on. I really needed the spots. I should have done it myself when I got home. So that was $10 I had to pay, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I love it, and I'm, really happy with that, and I will go back and have another, because nothing's, like your glue comes off and doesn't make your nail polish come off, because this is this gelish. These are gelish or something they call them. But anyway, so that's enough about my beautifying myself. Now, I've got the wheel the size that I thought I'd like it to be, and I also cut out a piece of doily. So, and I covered this with, like I said, with paper. Now I'm going to put the doily piece on here and give it a little bit of a, I want it to come slightly over the edge, not, so I made sure when I got the doily, and then I cut the wheel piece to fit, righto? I'm actually picking off the bits that were left behind when I cut it out, because when you cut out your next row, sometimes it stays stuck on there, but it's not going to fall apart because it's just the way crochet works, I suppose. It's really cool stuff. Look, I'm in the shot now. I have to worry about this all the time now, but I'm sure that'll be better to be able to see what I'm doing instead of messing the whole lot. Now, I made the button, the one I made earlier, a while back then when I was doing buttons. I cut them out. I used my little punch thing and cut those out, and then I glued them together, and I put 2 holes in, and I put a piece of string through that because I wanted that look. So, and I decided to do this in, like, as you can see, with lace, but I'm definitely looking at doing another one, because I can find all these awesome things, that I can still put to it. So there's your wheel. That's very easy. So there's the other wheel that goes on the other side. Yeah. Now, if this is not going to stand up, I've decided that I can just put it, it can sit like that, I guess, like on its back and its 2 wheels, or I might put a piece of card across there between it, or a bit of board, just to hold them in place. That doesn't seem to be going to move, I hope. It just has so that'll stick on the other side, and I have to make sure that it's going to be even with that one. I can eyeball it, I figure. I might just line it up with something. Put that there and just make sure it's sort of straight and down the same distance. I'm going to just wing this, okay? Nobody panic. I'll just put this across here. I'll put the glue on it like so. This is marvellous glue, absolutely amazing, this glue. And then I'm going to put that onto the side there. Now I can stick them back onto the van. I'm thinking about that because they're just actually touching on the edge, and as you can see I've still got a little bit more of trim to put on under there. I haven't gone a little bit. It takes a lot of work, you know. I've put from the what you should have seen yesterday. Then I put calico on this. I covered it all with calico. Then I covered it all with lace. The whole caravan, right? Actually, I really like this side the better, but it's the wrong side because this is where the door is. But that doesn't matter, does it? I can still look at this side if I want to. Whoever gets it can look at whatever side they like either, too, can't they? So I've got my little wheels there sitting on. Okay, now the curtain. Actually, I might have to just leave the wheel. I'll glue it. I'll leave it sitting there, but I could come off if I'm fiddling around with it, so I might have to glue it back on a bit later. So now with the curtain, well, that wasn't too hard. I got this because you could have did it, I suppose, or maybe I should have did it before I put the whole thing together. But you don't know what you don't know what you actually want to make, do you? So I'm making now because of the. I'm checking on the length of this here. I know this is painful for you people. Somebody, yes, I can tell this is really painful. I can understand, but if you can bear with me, I can do the thing. It just takes me a little bit of sorting out, you know, a little bit of sorting out to get it done. So I've got a little piece of card. Now it's a bit longer than the hole in the caravan, okay, a bit longer than the hole that the window is, like so. And I'm going to get the same sort of piece of lace that I used, which is this nice one here, and I want to cut it a bit wider, maybe 1.5 times as wide as what I want the curtain to be. Okay, so I know somebody might think, oh dear, she's chopping up that really nice lace, but you know, it is doing a good thing. It's going to my piece of going onto my piece of work that I really wanted to. Okay, so now I've cut that straight across there, so I've got a straight piece. Now I'm going to put glue on there. Now this is the way that I would do this. People will have other ideas, I'm sure. They're quite welcome to leave me a comment and tell me what they thought. You put this side onto there and bring this over, so because we know that it's bigger, so this side will go onto here. Yes, you could gather it up first with a needle and cotton, but I just don't feel I need to do that because I'm just going to push it up against like this, push it over and just gather it a bit so it will be gathered onto the glue. Okay, just gather it up like that, and so it's gathered onto the piece of card. Come on, you now, don't fight with me now, come on. Okay, so then you've got it sitting on there like that. Now, we can see that we're going to have to cut a bit off that. I just put it over in front. Decided that I do want it to be longer than the hole. I wanted to put them on the outside and I thought, oh no, probably not. I'm just cutting off that piece now, okay? I'm sure I'll use it for something else. Nobody panic. Now, I put, and I think I'm using my good scissors here, that I think I've put glue on those, and that's not very good of you, Sonia. What did you do that for? Never mind. We'll deal with that later. Now I'm going to cut this off straight. I haven't got it straight. So there's my curtain. Okay. So now I'm going to split it up the centre, like that. I'm going to get a bit of cotton and tie it back, because it needs to have that. Now this was very hard for me to do. The wind off the fan is blowing, and my fingers are big to be doing these tiny little things, you know. But I will do it, and then I can show you. I'm just tying it around the centre of the curtain, so we have a little tie back thing on it, okay? Because when I did it a different way, I actually stuck the curtain to the back of the thing, and it just, of the caravan, and it did not look right. It just needs to be able to hang down to look more natural, I suppose, if that's possible. If you know, it's going to be the way it's going to go. Well, it doesn't matter if there's some hanging down in the inside at the back, because that's okay. Now I'm just tying a couple of little knots of cotton around here at about 1 inch from the top, maybe not that far, so we can, if you can see that, I'm making a little tiny curtain. Now which one was that I was just tying up? I've got to do at least 2 knots so it doesn't come undone, don't I? Oh dear, well I lost that. Yeah, never mind, I'll tie this one up. I think it's it. Okay. Gesso stuck to me and glue and stuff like that. So now I'm going to do this other one just in case. Again. Because I don't want it falling apart. It won't be very nice if somebody gets this and it falls to pieces on them, will it? They won't be very happy with me. Okay. I need to get this done because I need to put it out there. I'll just send it away. Okay, so that's now I'll pick a side that I think looks the best. I think we need to do it this way though. We really do need to put it on so that part there is facing out of the caravan. So I'm just going to put glue across the top of here. Now you can just glue the piece of curtain thing that I'm trying to make there. That's come unstuck a bit, so I'm just going to give it don't have any panic. It's going to work out. Don't you worry about it. When I get it in here, we'll sort it all out, okay? And my little wheels seem to be staying on okay for the time being. So I'm going to put this in here and glue it up under the top of there, like this. So you can't see the card. Okay, so the piece of card is stuck in the inside of the caravan, and then the curtains will be hanging down in there like that, okay, because I'll have to hold it like that to show you, but we don't want to see that piece of card. I have to yet put trim around the outside of the window sets there, so as you can see, understand that, so that's going to, one of them is a bit higher than the other. We'll be patient and we'll shift it, eh? Because you know what, it's going to annoy me if I don't. It's probably the one I did up 3 or 4 times. There we go, I just moved it by, oh yeah, I moved it up there a bit, look at that, there we go. How's that? No, still not far enough. Okay, come on, Sonya. I'm just going to leave it. I'll fix it, or it'll just, it's not too bad. It doesn't look too bad. Maybe it's this one that's out of whack. Anyway, so that's how I put my curtain in. There's my wheels. I've put a bit of lace on. I have got a little idea for the door and the trim for around the outside. So I don't know if I need to show you any more of the process of it, because I think what I've done so far is fairly easy. Like the next part, of course, will be for me to finish covering it. Okay, I'm going to be doing little hinges and a door thing, and I do have a tiny little bell I want to hang on that. So well, I hope everybody enjoyed this part of my caravan, and I didn't give any comments. Maybe people thought it was too scary me trying to do that. Anyway, I hope that it's sort of getting there. Okay, a lot to do yet. There's a lot to do yet. but I'll be working on that, you know, over the time, so I'll get it all done. But I might have to press those two wheels onto that caravan a bit better than that, so, because I don't want it to be wrecked. It won't matter, will it, if they're sitting like that? It looks pretty good. I think it does anyway. And I really am enjoying making this. It's been really good fun and not very hard at all. The only part that I'm finding a little bit hard is the decorating of it, because I couldn't work out, first of all, what I wanted to put on it. And then when I started, I don't want to go way over the top so we can't see that it's a caravan, but I still want it to be covered really pretty, you know, so I just don't want to go too over the top with it, though, if you understand. You know, I just want to be able to see that it's still a caravan. But anyway, thank you everybody for watching, and I enjoy your comments. I read them all. I don't get back to telling you, to answering a lot of them, because I'd be there all day, because there's other people's things. I like to watch their videos and comment on theirs, so I do appreciate your feedback, and I could answer a few things, but on here, Dennis said to me, why didn't I use the scan and cut to do this? Because everybody doesn't have a scan and cut, Dennis, and I thought I would be, it'd be easier if I showed people how to do it this way, if you understand. I've of course used my scan and cut for lots of other things, but when I do something like this, I like for everybody to be able to have a go, you know. If you say, well, I've used the scan and cut, then they go, oh, well, I don't have one of them, and you lost your person. So, if you understand. So thank you, everybody, for leaving those comments. And to Elaine, yes, Foo, I just got that. It did take me a while. I got through it, though, didn't I? And I do appreciate what everybody has said about this. And to Anne, well, balsa wood, yes, I have made things out of that, and it is good, but I thought, well, I'd do this out of the cardboard, because really, to be honest with you, we cannot actually buy balsa wood in the town. They don't have any sort of a shop like that here that sells them sort of things. So anyway, if anybody else wants to ask me any questions about this, just feel free to do so, except I'm not going to tell anybody where it's going to. It's not going to be anything I'm going to answer, okay? Talk to you later, bye-bye.